You got to fit them all in that salary cap tonight. There's Devin Gilpin. I mentioned 4 times a track champion at Brownstown, 31 career wins there, tied with Mike Jewell. And again, only Jim Curry and Steve Barnett are 4 times a track champion at Brownstown. There's the 99 car of Versailles at the end of that is Bill Sheets. Bill Sheets had a good run going here in the Spring 50. Had an issue. First time with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series since I believe we were at Lawrenceburg several years ago. Unofficially the fastest there in Group 1 of hot laps at 15.913, the 49 car of Jonathan Davenport. All right, again, 41 cars in here tonight. The Ralph Latham Memorial, 1987. As I mentioned, the first one. Glad to have the Latham family here tonight. Dave Latham. Thank you, John Weber. Got the fan work and the air conditioning down. Yes, we do need an air conditioner tonight. Now coming up next, group number 2. In his own chassis, the 23 car out of Loudon, Tennessee. That is Corey Hedgecock. Heading into turn number 1, the 32, former North-South 100 winner out of Oakwood, Illinois. That is Bobby Pierce. Pearson, 32, the 157, last night's winner at Ponderosa. Out of Winfield, Tennessee, that is Mike Marlar. The 5N out of Batesville, Indiana. That is Dustin Nobby in his Rocket. The 58, the kid and Beth Roberts, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Black Diamond. Last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year, Garrett Alberson in the 89 car. He's in the Broadneck Shaker Masters built. On the second time here at Florence out of Waynesboro, Virginia, that is Logan Robertson. Heading into turn 1 will be the 4G car. He ran with us at Atomic on Thursday night. Out of Camden, Ohio, that is Cody Evans. Cody Evans in the 4G. And also on the track behind him, there's the 8 car in his 45th year of racing. He comes to us out of Florence, Kentucky. That is Kurt Addison. Kurt Addison in car number 8. Waiting, let's see, do we see the number 12, Tiffany? There he is, former track champion Jason Jameson. Jason Jameson out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. He was the track champion here at Florence back in 2010. Glad everybody's joining us here tonight. MAV TV on FloRacing. James Essex, Michael Despain, Carl Cruzy. 41 cars and a great crowd still coming in at 5 after 7 on a Saturday night. Parker Martin with us for the first time here at Florence. He's out of Milledgeville, Georgia. Sporting that Georgia Bulldog logo on the front of that car. Parker Martin as we're ready to go. Hot laps. Petey Halcomb on the flag stand here at Florence Speedway. All right, group number 2 hot laps, and there he is, the first time here at Florence Speedway. Quickest in that group at 15.897. Out of Milledgeville, Georgia, Parker Martin. Parker Martin in the 6JR car as he'll take it to the infield. Not bad for his debut here. tough field of hombres. You've got the top ranked drivers in dirt late model racing. Go to dirtdraft.com. If you've not already put in your top 5, you need to do so before the heat races here tonight. Lock them in. $100,000 salary cap to work with. Gift t-shirt as well. All right, the third group on the track, led out by the two-time and reigning series champion in the 39 car out of Watertown, New York. That'll be Tim McCready. In the 11 car in the PCC Motorsports Longhorn. Out of Meridian, Mississippi, Spencer Hughes. The 20 TC comes to us out of Richmond, Indiana, in a Team Zero Bloomquist car. That is Tristan Chamberlain. The 33 AJ, the youngster out of Florence, Kentucky. That is Austin Lay in the Bruning Rock Product 16. He's out of Decorah, Iowa. That is Tyler Bruning. Also, the 111 running for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year and the championship this year. Out of Centerville, Pennsylvania, third-generation racer. That is Max Blair. Max Blair, the 111, and the 7 car. Lucas Oil regular for the second straight year out of Georgetown, Delaware. That is Ross Robinson in the 18, three-time track champion out of Florence, Kentucky. Trevor Landrum, the 13W out of Nicholasville, Kentucky, is David Webb. And the 20B, first time here out of Mohawk, Tennessee. That is Brad Dyer. All right, group number 3. Their hot laps in the books. And another driver. Back-to-back drivers. How about that 15.619 for the driver competing his first full year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. The current O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year points leader. How about it? Out of Centerville, Pennsylvania for Max Blair. Max Blair quickest in that hot lap group. Group number 4 on the track, led up by the 33. He comes to us out of Walton, Kentucky. That is Jesse James Lay. Jesse James Lay in car 33. Won the track title here in 06, 08, and 2014 for the Last Outlaw. Behind him will be the 21H. He's won it 3 times, the track championship here. That's the big show, Robbie Hensley. Hensley winning in 2018, 2015, and 2012. And that blue and white 21. There you have the 46 car, former Ralph Latham Memorial winner, and he is also 4-time Lucas Oil champion out of Jacksonville, Florida. That is Earl Pearson Jr., the Lucas Oil Papage Construction 46. In turn number 2, the Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports Lazy Days RV Longhorn out of Dresden, Ohio. That is Devin Moran. Devin Moran in 99. In turn number 2, the current points leader of the Rocket One House car. Valvoline Durham powered entry out of Martinsville, Indiana. That is Hudson O'Neill. Hudson O'Neill in car number 1. Behind him in this Longhorn, only his 5th race of the year. The number 22, the veteran out of Mount Holly, North Carolina. That is Chris Ferguson. Chris Ferguson had to get a turn 3 in 22. And behind him in this group will be the 99B, back in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series full-time here in 2023 out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. That is Boom Briggs. Then the 7R Longhorn out of Bloomington, Indiana. That is K-Rob Kent Robinson. Behind him, the defending dirt track world champion. Second in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase out of Eatonton, Georgia. That is Garrett Smith. And then the Kohler Motorsports number 20 Vic Hill Rocket out of Newport, Tennessee. The only driver that's won this race 4 times in his career. That is Jimmy Owens. Jimmy Owens, a power steering issue last night. By the way, Earl Pearson Jr., who brought up the only caution of the race, a rock of the radiator last night, eliminated him as we are in the 4th and final group of DirtDraft.com Hot Laps with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series here on MAV TV on FloRacing. Back in smooth shape. Looks good. And Group 4 heads to the infield. And the fastest of that group, he had his 3-race win streak broken last night. He did run second. The current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader at 15.583. How about it for the number 1 of Hudson O'Neal? Very impressive. We roll right through the pit area there with those drivers. They'll come back out here in a little bit with all-star performance. Time trials of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, 41 cars. Modifieds and crates coming up next. Don't forget again, by the way, good to see our good friend Dave Argabright in the house tonight. Has a new book he did with Jimmy Owens. So stop down there and see my case of the Jimmy Owens souvenir trailer. Pick yourself up some Newport Nightmare racewear along with the brand new Jimmy Owens book down at the Jimmy Owens souvenir trailer. Don't forget Arizona sports shirts. Got a race. They have the Ralph Latham Memorial shirts, all the winners on the back of that, and Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series racewear. I'll turn it over to the voice of Florence Speedway, Carl Cruzy. Carl?
Well, we appreciate it, James. Just now that our program continues with our Florence Speedway modifieds. 27 cars with us tonight, so nice. There's Rick Corbin there, the number 9 down at turn number 1. Our reigning track champion in the modified division, 2 years reigning now, the 11 HMP Holt. It's off. I heard it too. And there's Blake Brown there on the number 99B as he heads into turn number 1.
It's still on, Carl.
What's that?
Your music is still coming through, buddy. You got it like a guitar solo or some interlude going on.
Everything's down. Everything is down.
His eyes were dark like the eyes of a shark, and his face was neither young nor old. Crossing that wide threshold, it was a summer night and a fire burned bright, but I began to shiver and
Oh. There you go, Carl. You're good to go.
Now you try to blame this on me.
I was trying for a little Saturday night musical interlude with Carl Cruzy, ladies and gentlemen.
We're trying to keep you entertained.
You and I have worked in radio several years. You hit the post perfect, buddy.
Well, you know, I'm still in radio, so I just can't go without my music.
I got you.
All right, well, we got her straight, and we got modifieds on the Florence Speedway now for your first session of hot laps. All right, checker flag here in group number 1. Blake Brown quickest here in your first session. Only driver in the 17-second bracket. Good run for the 99B. Braden Watson second quick. Cole Falloway third quick. Keep an eye on that 66. He's always fast here at the Florence Speedway. Ben Harmon fourth quick. Sean Brown rounding out your top 5 there in group number 1. Now, there's no qualifying for the modifieds or the crate late models tonight. They have all drawn for their starting positions in their heat races, and then we will use a points passing system. You'll get points for where you finish, plus you get points for how many cars you pass. An accumulation of those two. Whoever has the most points will start on the front row of tonight's main event. You're okay. Now, some of our cars here in group number 2, the number 27 on the back straightaway, Alex Razor. That's Gibson in the number 15 over in turn number 2. Billy Green here on the front stretch in the black number 49. Strong showing last weekend. Most recent feature winner. It's Colin Green right behind him in the 52. And Nick Snell, winner last night at the Moeller Raceway Park. They're in the number 17 in turn number 1, the Patterson-owned number 17. As we're going to go green here in group number 2, and not so fast. We already got one looped out here on the front stretch. I believe that is Scotty Williams in the number 4. The only other number 4 we have is Victor Lee, and that's definitely not Victor Lee. That is not Victor Lee. That's Anthony Chaney there in the number 7 down in turn number 1. Some of the other cars, I believe I've gotten everybody, as we're going to go back to green here in group 2. Well, group number 2, Richard Gibson with a quick lap in the number 15G. Got the top 3 drivers in the 17-second bracket. Anthony Chaney, second quick. Nick Snell, third quick there in group 2. Had Colin Green and Billy Green rounding out your top 5. So good speed there for Richard Gibson early here tonight in the Ralph Latham Memorial modified version. Now here's the other number 4. That is Victor Lee. About to hit the front straightaway now. That's Nicholas Bird behind him in the 10B. Brand new car and actually an open modified motor this year. Showing lots of speed early this year. Daniel Diener right behind him in the number 41. There's Scotty Williams in the B4, so Dennis Roberson in the number 25R. Tyler Collis back with us in the 27C. There's Travis Johnson in the 30B down at turn number 1. Looks like just a couple more cars remaining here in group 3. Oh, and there's Brent Lee in the number 148L.
I believe, Carl, the only driver doing double duty is Victor Lee, doing a crate and a modified, right?
Okay, so nobody in a Super and anything else?
No, he's not in a Super, and the Hatcher car is not here. He's driven a Hatcher car before, but he's in the R4 crate.
Okay.
You know Joey Kramer's here.
That's right.
He'll put on a show.
Things will get interesting.
Yes, sir.
All right, your third and final hot lap session for your modifieds. Victor Lee quickest here in group 3. Daniel Diener second quick, and Scotty Williams third quick. Caleb Burgess and Nicholas Bird rounding out your top 5. It's going to wrap it up for hot laps for your modifieds. They'll head back. We'll see them a little bit later. 3 heat races from your modifieds. A little bit later on, we'll move on to our crate late models. So should just have maybe 2 sessions of hot laps for the crates. Then we'll have our opening ceremony, or we'll have qualifying for the supers, and then our opening ceremonies. And a very special treat for you tonight. It's Chana, Courtney, and Lindsay will be performing our national anthem, and it's always a treat. So your crate late models on the racetrack now. Already one feature win this year. The number 5, that is Billy Vaughn. Showing lots of speed early here in 2023. The 14 of Dwight Smith Jr. It's got Kevin Blair, longtime Florence Speedway competitor, behind him in the number 9. It's Lane Meredith in the number 94M. And Gary Ray back with us in the number 95R. Gary competes in all kinds of classes. Tonight it's going to be the crates here at Florence Speedway. Daniel Dial in the number 11D down in turn number 1. Here's Brad Rickles, former track champion, on the front straightaway in the black and red, number 7. And Joey Kramer in the white and black, number 77. That looks like everybody here for group number 1 for your crates. We'll turn them loose for their session of hot laps. Well, Joey Kramer, quickest here in your first group of crate late model hot laps, 17.5 for the number 77K. Billy Vaughn right behind him, Kevin Blair third, Brad Rickles fourth, and Dwight Smith rounding out your top 5. Same for the crates as the modifieds, as these drivers have already drawn for their starting positions. And we will use that point system to determine where they're going to start tonight's main event.
Definitely makes the heat races interesting. You start up front, you got to finish up front. You definitely can't go backwards. You actually, maybe a slight advantage starting from the rear because it gives you more opportunity to get some passing points, but harder to get better finishing points. So it looks like our final group out for hot laps, our second group of crate late models. Jimmy Smith in the white and black green, number 49. There's your reigning 2 years in a row track champion, the 14G of Trent Green. Elliot Despain with us in the number 75E. Philip Ramirez there in the Z1. Elliot Williams in the white number 11E. And Jordan Hedger there in the 94H. And Zach Hager in the 171. As we're going green here, group number 2 for your crate late models. James, you want it right back to you? Okay. I think it's just a tear off. I see it, yeah. I think it's just a tear off. I see what you're talking about, though, like right there. I know, almost. All right, that's going to wrap up Hot Laps for us. Trent Green, 17-1, quickest there in your final group. Jordan Hedger, second quick, then Elliott Despain, then Elliott Williams and Jimmy Smith, your top 5. So that's going to wrap up all of our Hot Laps. Up next, your Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series qualifying, and I'll turn things back over to James Essex.
All right, Carl, thank you very much. Well, coming up next, you're live on MAV TV on FloRacing, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series All-Star Performance Time Trials. 41 cars entered here tonight. We'll be right back from Florence Speedway with the Ralph Latham Memorial qualifying.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners for racing in the dirt. With high horsepower demands, ARP delivers maximum clamping force and performance. When failure on the dirt is not an option, it's ARP-bolts.com.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Super Clean Floor Absorbent is formulated to do the work for you. Just apply and watch the spill absorb in minutes. Super Clean Floor Absorbent weighs only 3 pounds, so it's easy to pour and store no matter how messy the situation gets. For the 1-2 punch and stain fighting, follow up with Super Clean Degreaser for a like-new finish. For all your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super easy, super fast, super clean.
ARP manufactures the ultimate fasteners from the best raw materials using cold forged technology. Family owned and made in the USA. Quality always comes first. For whatever extreme category you're in, it's always ARP-bolts.com.
Passionate about a life in racing? Circle track, drag racing, drifting, or Monster Jam. Find it all at the University of Northwestern Ohio.
If you want to get everything you need to know about Monster Jam, about motorsports, you got to go to UNOH.
It's been the best opportunity I've ever taken. I've gotten so many opportunities, so many different connections.
You build every basic skill that you need to be able to work in racing and get your foot in the door.
See where your future can take you with a high-performance motorsports degree from the University of Northwestern Ohio.
Welcome back to Florence Speedway, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series from Florence Speedway here in Union, Kentucky. It's the Ralph Latham Memorial, the 37th annual event. Great crowd on here tonight. That's the third straight night we've had great crowds. Last night, Ponderosa, by the way, I talked to Brandon Hargrove in the 51-year history of that racetrack. It opened in late 1972 and been running regularly since 1973, the biggest crowd in the history of that racetrack. And, of course, the crowd at Atomic Speedway, if you got to see the night the stars come out on Thursday night with the All-Star Sprints, won by Kyle Larson and Hudson in the Lucas Oil Late Models. What a show that was. Up in Chillicothe, ready to go. It'll be Devin Gilpin, 4-time track champion of Brownstown out of Columbus, Indiana. The Rocket, Jay Dickens, South Central Roofing. Jason Clarkson logging, Insultech, Dasco, and Wheelman by Dasco. The 15 out of Verona, Kentucky, the Robert Starrett, Rocket Dargy, that is James Rice in the Air Max Heating and Cooling, Quality Electrostatic Painting, Chain Locker, and the number 15 into the 20 RT, that is Ricky Thornton Jr. out of Martinsville, Indiana, in the Todd and Vicky Burns, SSI Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, Big River Steel, Hooker Trucking, Subsurface of Indiana. Rice, 16.122. Gilpin, 16.427. Fast time, Thornton, 15.546. 15546. And lap number 2 for Rice, 16.122. Gilpin, 15.954. Here comes Thornton trying to improve. And lap 2 will not. 15.546 in the 901 Inc. Westside Tractor Sales D&E Outside Services Certified Inspection. Midway Sheet Metal, Sunoco, Bilstein, Murdy Farms. Up next will be the Stricker Streak 68 Masters Built-House car out of Batavia, Ohio. That is Adam Stricker. And the J. Dickens Power, McCarter Farms, Jim Beeman Lumber, West End Packing Store, Tennessee Homemade Wines, Maddie's, and CC's Flooring. The 11, two-time winner of this race, Josh Rice, last year's track champion out of Verona, Kentucky. And the 76th second of the points out of Evans, Georgia, the Wells & Sons Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, and Brandon Overton. Stricker, second quick at 15.946. Here comes Rice. Trying to win it for the third year in a row. No one's ever done it. 15.557. It'll go to second. And lap number 1 for Overton, fast time, 15.398. Lap 2 for Stricker. He'll remain 15.847. That's fourth. Rice will remain. No, he'll go to second at 15.445. And Brandon Overton, he'll hold on that first lap at 15.398. Josh Rice and at Synesis Environmental on the blocks, spike dice, Extreme Sportswear, Map Ride, Integra Racing, Air Max, Chain Locker, Northern Kentucky Equipment, Overton, the Garnto Southern Muscle Factory, Victory Fuel Flavored Electrolyte Water, 18D. Brandon Hardgrove, by the way, is scratched. Dalton Wilson and the James Ratliff Longhorn by Wells Clements, the 99 of Versailles, Indiana, the Rocket Bullock of Tom Sheets of the number 1 and the best performance Rocket Clements. That is Tyler Erb. Dalton Wilson, 5th at 15.867 here in Group A. Bill Sheets at 16.238, or Tom Sheets rather, 16.238. Lap number 1 for Tyler Erb. That'll be 7th at 16.026. Lap 2 for Dalton Wilson, and Dalton Wilson will go to 5th at 15.867. Tom Sheets, he'll stay at 16.238. That's 9th. Tyler Erb trying to pick it up. He'll remain 7th, 16.026. In the bulk material lift, Base Fuels, Anthony's Pizza, First Class Septic, Roberts B Company, Penske Shocks, Dalton Wilson, the MGL Auto Sales, the Auto Outlet, Grant Lee Farms, JRR Motor Sales, All Trucks Repair, rather, Innovative Community Solutions, Tom Sheets and the Sheets and Sons Trucking, Tom's Gravel Hauling, Todd's Wrecker Repair. Up next to be the 49 of the Blairsville, Georgia, Jonathan Davenport. Followed by the 23, the BEME Chas Eagle Racing Engine Entry out of Loudon, Tennessee. That is Corey Hedgecock in the 157. Last night's winner at the Pond, the Roddy Duck Longhorn Clements for Mike Marlar. Davenport, the reigning North-South 100 winner. Third quick in Group A, 15.515. Here's Hedgecock, builds his own cars and own motor. How about that? Hedgecock, he'll go to 7th at 15.946. Mikey Marlar, and he'll be 7th now at 15.945. Davenport trying to improve, and he will not. He'll stay 3rd at 15.515. Hedgecock, and a big win World Outlaw Race 411 a couple of weeks ago. Hedgecock will go to 7th at 15.914. Mikey Marlar, and Mikey Marlar will go to 5th at 15.696 in the Can-Am Auto Salvage. Delco Equipment, Petrov Towing, Bilstein Shocks, Paulson Stussy Construction, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Midwest Sheet Metal, Capital Cap Signs. Hedgecock in the SFP Performance, STI Service Transportation, Easy Go. Number 23 up next will be the 12, former track champion, the Rocket Windley of Jason Jameson of the Lawrenceburg Indiana, the Dirt Track at Edgewater, Michael J's Auto Sales, and the 5N of the Batesville, Indiana, the Rocket Clements, Nobby Mower Shop entry of Dustin Nobby and Bobby Pierce out of Oakwood, Illinois, the Longhorn Vic Hill Hooker Trucking, Mesilla Valley Transportation entry. Jameson, 2010 track champion here, 16.559. Nobby at 16.078. Bobby Pierce will go to 5th at 15.663. Racing Jason Jameson, 16.404. It's 15th out of 15. Dustin Nobby, and he'll remain 13th at 16.078. Pierce trying to improve. And Bobby Pierce stays 5th. His quick lap, 15.663. In the Renegade Waste, Rio Grande Waste Services, Hero Max Racing, Oil Toyota, Danville, Bloomington, Normal Truck. So right now it's Overton, Rice, Josh Rice, Davenport, Thornton, top 4. Up next will be the 6th quickest and hot laps. Out of Milledgeville, Georgia, it'll be Parker Martin, the Longhorn, Southeastern Performance on Automotive Engine, followed by the 4G out of Camden, Ohio, on the Rocket Vic Hill. That'll be Cody Evans. And they get out of Waynesboro, Virginia, the Broadneck Shaker Masters built. Randy Clary Racing Engine entry of Logan Robertson. Parker Martin, he will be 11th at 15.990. Cody Evans, 11th at 15.956. Logan Robertson, second time here at Florence. Parker Martin, his quick lap 15.990. Cody Evans at 15.956. And Logan Robertson, his quick lap will be 16.113. That's good for 16th. Martin in the Martin's Industrial, Fox Shocks, PMR Aviation, Sweats Portable Buildings. Cody Evans, the Performance Transport, Sunoco, AccuForce Dynos and Testers. Logan Robertson, the Gunners, Honey Clary's Used Cars, Pro Fabrication, Blue Ridge Treescape, 3 Aces Speed Shop, Renegade Fuels. Up next will be the 58. 2 more to go in Group A out of Dubuque, Iowa. Last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year, the Ken and Beth Roberts. Black Diamond Clements, that is Garrett Alberson. He's in the Mesilla Valley Transportation, Nutrient Ag Solution. Bill Sports Shop, DoneRightTV.com. Bill Stein Shocks, Orion Tire and Repair, Sunoco, Midwest Sheet Metal, Romer Machine and Welding, McGinley Construction, Performance Bodies. Garrett Alberson is going to be 10th in Group A, 15.932. Up next, 45 years of racing. Kurt Addison, he's out of Florence, Kentucky in that rocket in the Bosch Financial entry. Lap number 2 for Alberson. He'll go to 7th. Quick time for Garrett Alberson, 15.839. So Kurt Addison in the CT 525. To Brandon Hart. All right, Group A will be heats 1 and 2. We'll check Addison, Kurt Addison. His transponder worked in odd laps. So, all right, the top 10 in Group A. 10th, the 23 of Corey Hedgecock. 9th, the 18D of Dalton Wilson. 8th, the 68 of Adam Stricker. 7th, the 58 of Garrett Alberson. 6th, the 157 of Mike Marlar. 5th, the 32 of Bobby Pierce. 4th, the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. 3rd, the 49 of Jonathan Davenport. 2nd, the 11 of Josh Rice. And your fastest in Group A, 15.398, currently 2nd in the Lucas Oil points out of Evans, Georgia. How about it for Brandon Overton? The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by General Tire. For whatever you do, General Tire delivers. By Super Clean, not just clean, super clean. And Lucas Oil, keep that engine alive. And we'll be live next Friday and Saturday. Friday night, first visit for the Lucas Oil Series, Farmer City Raceway, Farmer City, Illinois. And in 1 week from tonight, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series debut at America's Dirt Track, Fairbury Speedway, Fairbury, Illinois. $30,000 to win 1 week from tonight. And all of it will be live on MAV TV on FloRacing. The Sunoco Race Fuels Road to Wheatland continues. We've done that program for several years. Top 15 in points at Wheatland. They'll get cash bonuses. And again, many, many thanks to Sunoco Race Fuels. We know what they do here at Florence Speedway. The Sunoco North-South 100 coming up in August. Get your tickets now. $75,000 to win coming up here in August. Go to FlorenceSpeedway.com. So Group B will be coming up next. The first 3 out will be the 2-time and reigning series champion, former North-South 100 winner out of Watertown, New York. That'll be Tim McCready of the Paler Motorsports, Longhorn Cornette, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Racing for Reros, Bill Stein Shocks, ArmsList.com, Baker Mitchell Company, Integris Risk Solutions, Brad Ben Trucking, and the Aesthetic House. Followed by the 7 out of Georgetown, Delaware, the Ken Adams, Longhorn Clements of Ross Robinson in the Stokely Materials, Orange Source, Sales Rental Services, Wesley Collins Builders, Top Notch Custom Concepts, Atlantic Prime Mortgage, First State Roof and Exterior Cleaning, Penske and VP, Sandy, the Frozen Farmers, ML Joseph, Sand and Gravel, Austin Lay, the 33 AJ out of Florence, Kentucky, Austin Lay, the MB Customs, Dargy, Bill Lay and Sons Plumbing, Wynn Nelson, Wholesale Plumbing, Weds Excavating, Marshall Auto Group, Palmer Paving, J. Palmer Construction, Tim McCready. First lap, 15.984. Ross Robinson, 16.220. Austin Lay at 16.680. McCready on proof, 15.950. That's quickest so far out of 3 cars. Ross Robinson stays at 16.220. Be his quick lap second. Quick Austin Lay. Jesse James Lay, Charlotte Lay's son, and they go 16.677, 16677 for Austin Lay. Up next, 3 times the track champion here at Florence. He's out of Florence, Kentucky. That'll be Trevor Landrum. He's in the Team Zero Bloomquist Dargy Kerry Toyota Complete Collision Center. Hometown HVAC, ML Performance Valvoline, the Backyard Grill, Carthage Auto Parts, followed by the 20TC out of Richmond, Indiana, the Team Zero Bloomquist Durham. That'll be Tristan Chamberlain, the KEG, DC Fabrication, DB Plumbing, Pardo's Towing Service, CS Prototyping, Weber Motorsports, 20TC, and then David Webb, the 13W out of Nicholasville, Kentucky, the Longhorn Pro Power. Lap number 1 for Landrum, second, 16.032, 16032. Chamberlain right behind him at 16.054. David Webb, 16.177. And lap 2 for Landrum. Fast time, Group B, Landrum, 15.888. Chamberlain, 15.994. That's still third. David Webb got 16.177. And the Marine Works ORS, Odie's Rod Shop, Petco Bluegrass Radiator, Slicker Graphics. So new quick time in Group B. There's the 18, the Team Zero Bloomquist car of Trevor Landrum. Up next will be the 20B. First time here at Florence with the last night at Ponderosa. Mohawk, Tennessee's Brad Dyer and the Savage, Jay Dickens. Followed by the 16 out of Decorah, Iowa, the Skyline Motorsports, Capital Clements of Tyler Bruning. And the 111 leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase out of Centerville, PA, the Rocket Clements for Briggs Transport. That is Max Blair. Brad Dyer. First lap, 16.566, 165.66. Tyler Bruning. Sixth at 16.298. Max Blair. Fast time, Group B. 15.779 for the third generation racer. Dyer, 16.566. He holds at 8th. Bruning trying to improve. And Tyler, he'll go to 5th at 16.003. Here comes Blair trying to improve. Max Blair, he does. 15.753. 15753. New quick time in Group B, the 111 of Max Blair. In the excess storage, Creekside Auto Sales, Tucker Drums, Valvoline, Penske, Murphy's Logging, C&J Dairy, Rocket. Up next will be the 11 out of Bryn, Mississippi, the Craig and Shannon Sims, PCC Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, Spencer Hughes, 3-time Florence track champion behind him, the blue and white 11 out of Walton, Kentucky, Robbie Hensley in the Rocket Pro Power, and the 46 out of Jacksonville, Florida, 4-time Lucas Oil champion, the Jason Pappage, Longhorn Clements. That is Earl Pearson Jr., Spencer Hughes. Top 10 last night, fastest right now in Group B at Florence, 15.751, 15751. Hensley will be 16.529. EPJ, rocking the radiator last night, did not finish, 16.264. Hughes, 15.712. Robbie Hensley, he'll go to 10th at 16.407. Here comes EPJ. And Pearson will go to 9th at 16.264. So new quick time in Group B. The number 11 out of Meridian, Mississippi, Spencer Hughes. In the Clyburn Take Lines, Performers Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Roth Heating and Cooling, Link Construction, Bill Stein Shocks, Indiana USSA Fast Pitch Softball, Mike and Tammy Byrne, BP Fuels, Pee Wee's Performance Exhaust, Schaefer Trucking, CFM Truck Repair, and Wicks Filters 11. Jesse James Lay, 2 times the track champion here, 3 times rather, out of Walton, Kentucky. In car number 33, the MB Customs Dargy, followed by the 7R and his Longhorn Jay Dickens out of Bloomington, Indiana. That is K-Rob Kent Robinson. And the number 1, the current points leader, the Rocket One House car from Mark Richards Racing, Durham powered of Hudson O'Neill. So a pair of Hoosiers and a Bluegrass State driver on the track, Jesse James Lay. First lap time, 16.247. Kent Robinson at 16.195. Hudson O'Neill, third quick at 15.832. Jesse James Lay at 16.247 on a hold at 11th. Kent Robinson at 16.195. O'Neill will stay third. His quick lap 15.832. In the Valvoline Swebert Calf Ranches Ace Metal Works, Petrov Towing, Gunners Honey, WR1 Sim Chassis, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Sunoco Integra, Performance Grading, Kent Robinson, the JB Salvage, Willie's Carbon Dyno Shop, BP Fuels, Freedom Fireworks, Lucid Services Group, and Swift Springs. 22 in the Longhorn Clements, Chris Ferguson out of Mount Holly, North Carolina, the Spartan Transportation, Diff Tram Machining, K&K Trucking Entry, followed by the 99B in the Briggs Transport, Rocket Clements, and Boom Briggs, and the 99, the Roger Sellers, Double Down Motorsports, Longhorn Corvette, Big River Steel, Lazy Days RV, Devin Moran. Fergie, only about his 5th race of the year, 16.018, 16018, Boom Briggs at 16.153, Devin Moran, 16th at 16.498. Fergie, 8th quick, his best time, 16.018. Boom Briggs, he'll go to 9th at 16.153. Devin Moran trying to improve at 9.9. He'll go from 16th to 11th at 16.184, 16184. In the C&W Trucking, Bill Stein, Car Source Auto, Red Oak Pub, Smoky Mountain Speedway, Lincoln Smith Racing entry. Boom Briggs, the Excess Storage, Corey Rubber Corporation, Meridian Hardwoods, Valvoline, Penske, Creekside Auto Sales, Tucker Drums, Northeast Paving, Briggs Transport, 99B. Garrett Smith, the reigning dirt track world champion out of Eatonton, Georgia, in the Scott Smith Rocket, Vic Hill. 2 more to go. Terminal Maintenance and Construction, Atlanta Paving and Concrete. The world famous Cadillac Ranch Base Fuel Senior Life Insurance Company, Go Lithium, and Jimmy Owens, the 20 out of Newport, Tennessee. The Bobby and Jessica Kohler Rocket, Vic Hill. Smith, 4th quick, 15.885. Jimmy Owens, the only driver to win the race 4 times. The Ralph Latham Memorial, right now 10th in Group B at 16.090, 16090. Smith, lap 2. He will improve on time, but stays 4th at 15.858, 15858. Here comes Jimmy Owens. And Jimmy Owens will stay 10th at 16.090. The Reese Monument Company, Boom Test Well Service, George Arms Ammunition, Ultimate Towing and Recovery, Redline Oil, Goodrich Fluid Systems, and Capital Waste, Tim Short Auto Group, and 5-Star Metal Buildings, number 20. So your top 10 in Group B, 10th, the 20 of Jimmy Owens, 9th, the 22 of Chris Ferguson, 8th will be the 16 of Tyler Bruning, 7th will be the 20 TC of Tristan Chamberlain, 6th will be the 39 of Tim McCready, 5th will be the 18 of Trevor Landrum, 4th will be the 10 of Garrett Smith, 3rd will be the 1 of Hudson O'Neill, 2nd will be the 111 of Max Blair, and your fastest in Group B at 15.712 in the PCC Motorsports number 11 out of Meridian, Mississippi. How about a big round of applause for Spencer Hughes? But fastest overall at 15.398.